I know you like hiking, national parks, fresh air, trees, that kind. But have you ever felt like something's watching you out? Today, I've got 3 true stories from the woods, the mountains, and places way off the trail where people ran into something they should have never seen. So sit back, turn the lights down, and listen close. Because these stories, they're not just about being lost. They're about being hunted. Story 1. Don't look in the trees. Banff National Park, Canada. I hiked Banff alone last fall. I wanted peace. I wanted a break from people, phones, everything. I found a trail that wasn't marked on most maps, something barely used, not far from Lake Louise, but deep enough that I could go hours without seeing anyone. It was perfect at first. Just trees, crisp air, and that quiet you only get when you're miles from anything. But something changed on the 3rd day. Something small, something weird. It started with the trees. I was filling my bottle near a stream when I noticed one of the trunks had something carved into it. Not initials or hearts. It was a face. Wide eyes, no mouth, deep lines like it was sad or scared. I figured someone just got creative, but then I looked around. The tree next to it had a face too, a different one, then another. All the trees in that clearing had faces carved into them. Some were angry, some looked like they were screaming. But none of them looked straight ahead. They were all looking down, like they didn't want to be seen. That unsettled me. I kept moving, fast, tried to laugh it off. Weird art project, I told myself. But then I started hearing footsteps behind me. Not close, just steady, following me from a distance. Every time I stopped, it stopped. Every time I moved, it started again. I didn't look back. That night, I didn't set up my tent. I found a little dip in the terrain, covered myself in my sleeping bag and stayed low, just in case. That's when I saw it. High up, maybe 20 feet up in the trees. Something was climbing. Long arms, pale skin that didn't look right. It moved between the trunks with these jerky, twitchy motions like it wasn't used to its own body. Its face, it looked like the carvings. Wide eyes, no mouth, and it was staring down, just like the trees. I stayed still, didn't breathe. It crawled over me and vanished into the dark. In the morning, I checked the trail. No prints, no broken branches. But the tree closest to where I slept, it had a new face on it, freshly carved. And this one was looking up. Story 2. The Screamer on the Ridge, Snowdonia National Park, Wales. Snowdonia, Wales. Last summer, I went solo. You know when a place feels wrong? Tri-Fan Ridge gave me that feeling from the start. Locals warned me, not directly, but the way they talked about it was off. Beautiful, but avoid the summit in fog, one guy said. Another said, if you hear anything weird up there, don't go looking. I thought they were just superstitious. I camped near the base of the ridge. Nothing fancy, just a sleeping bag and a tarp. I wanted to be close to the climb early the next morning. Around 2 a.m., the fog rolled in, thick, like milk. I couldn't see 5 feet. Then I heard it. A scream. Not human. Not quite animal either. It sounded like it started deep underground, like a groan, and then shot up into this sharp, rattling wail. It echoed across the rocks. I sat up, heart pounding. It came again, louder, closer. Like whatever it was climbing down the ridge toward me. I turned off my light, and I waited. I could hear something now, scraping, like claws on rock, a dragging sound. And then I saw it. Through the fog, something moved. Not walking, crawling, fast. It had a shape like a person, but stretched out too thin. Its arms moved like spider legs, and its head twitched like it was broken. I backed up, slowly, quiet. It stopped near where my tarp was set up. Then it sniffed the air. Its head turned toward me, and though I couldn't see its face clearly, I swear I felt its eyes lock on mine. Then it said something. Not yelled, not whispered, just spoke. in this guttural, dragging voice that sounded like it didn't use its mouth often. "You shouldn't be here." I didn't move. Not for a long time. Eventually, it slithered back into the fog. By sunrise, I packed up and left. No hike, no ridge, no pride. Just one last look at the rock near where I slept. It had 4 long scratch marks, like something had tried to climb inside the stone. Story 3. The Cloud with Eyes. Torres del Paine, Chile. This one happened in Patagonia, southern Chile. Torres del Paine National Park, the O Circuit. I planned it for months. It's supposed to be one of the most stunning treks in the world. Ice fields, bright blue lakes, jagged peaks. But no one warned me about the fog. Day 4. I was hiking solo near the Dixon camp, right where the trail veers into a dense forest. Fog came in around noon. Light at first, but then it got thick. Thick in a way I've never seen. It swallowed sound. And then I noticed the cloud. Not the fog in general, but a separate cloud, moving through the trees, about the size of a car, floating too low. No wind, no breeze, just gliding silently through the trunks. I stopped, hid behind a rock. It passed by, and inside it I saw eyes, dozens of them. Human, animal, some blinking, some staring wide, all shifting and watching like they were floating loose inside the mist. I thought maybe I was hallucinating. Altitude, fatigue, whatever. But then it spoke. Not loud, not English, just this string of whispers like wind twisting into words. And I understood it. "Stay with us." The cloud stopped moving. It turned. That's when I ran. I ran downhill, off trail, into brush, thorns tearing at my legs. I didn't care. I kept going until I hit a stream and crossed it without thinking. On the other side, I looked back. The cloud was hovering by the edge of the water. The eyes inside it were all fixed on me. Then it slowly backed into the woods and vanished. When I finally found another hiker 2 hours later, I couldn't speak, just pointed. They thought I'd gotten lost and helped me to the ranger post. But when I told the ranger what I saw, he didn't laugh, didn't call me crazy. He just said, "That forest doesn't like being disturbed. You're lucky." I flew home early, and ever since then, I avoid fog. Because sometimes, it watches back. So yeah, next time you're hiking and things get too quiet, next time the fog doesn't feel right, remember these stories. Because nature isn't always peaceful. Sometimes it's alive, sometimes it's hungry, and sometimes it's looking right at you. If you like this episode, make sure to subscribe for more. And hey, stay safe out there.